Hey guys, it's Alicia here. Hope everybody is having a great day. None other. I am coming with a special wrestling talk, and we're going to be talking about Sable, the legendary Sable. As everybody know, if you grew up in the Attitude Era, like I'm kind of giving up my age a little bit. Ooh, like I said, kind of giving up my age a little bit. Because we're going to have a full-on talk right here. And we got to try to figure out why is this. Because if you remember, Sable was a pretty good wrestler. But it was something in her contract. I remember watching, I was going back and I was preparing for this video. And somebody had told them, oh, I'm going to be doing a Sable video. And they said, oh, you need to watch this cut pass. You need to watch this video of her. And something really caught me by surprise. Okay, so you all know a lot of the women took the bumps. But if you didn't know, Sunny did not even take a hit or a bump because she had it in her contract. Now, as everybody know, Sable was part of the Attitude Era. She had a lot to do with sometimes with the McMahon, the Vince McMahon versus Stephanie McMahon feud, Vince McMahon versus Linda McMahon feud and stuff like that. So she had a lot to do with that. And then she did have a very noted boxing match with oh my god, it was a man. I can't think of his name at the top of my head, but she had very noted rivalries, and I'm going to get on that in a minute. And you have to think why she's not in the Hall of Fame. Why she's not in the Hall of Fame yet? That's the question. It's like, why Sable is not in the Hall of Fame. And I'm just going to give my theory reasons why she might not be in the Hall of Fame. So, as I was doing some research, I remember her kind of leaving the company. It was like kind of quietly, because she kind of left between like 2000, 2001, 2002. I know she ended up marrying Brock Lesnar in middle 2002, late 2002. Don't quote me on that, y'all, but I'll get that for y'all. I remember that. Okay, they've been married they probably have been married 20 or more years. They have 2 children together and things. My thing is, if that is that, what is the reason why we have not seen her appear on none of the WWE anniversary shows? Let's think about it. We have the WWE Raw is War anniversary shows. We haven't seen her appear on any of those. We haven't any of the Raw anniversary shows, SmackDown anniversary shows, or WWE's anniversary shows. We have never seen her appear. Now, I really would say I would be welcome to see her appear on WWE. And I'm going to give y'all why. None other. I came up, let's just say I was born in the 80s. Let me just say I was born in a certain time, not early 80s, kind of early 80s, but before 2000, early 80s, before 1985. I was born somewhere between early 80s, but before 2000, before 1985. Let me just put it that way. That give you a hint of how low I am. But I remember that. And I was like going, okay, if she was inducted into the Hall of Fame, who can I see inducting her into the Hall of Fame? Man, let's go down the list on my arms, because we have a lot, but I'm not going to hear her say, but I can actually give my 5 people who I can actually see inducting Sable. first and foremost, I can see the McMahon family abducting her. That's including Stephanie McMahon, Shane McMahon, Vince McMahon, and Linda McMahon. I can see all four of them abducting her. Okay, that's clear as day. Y'all probably can agree with me or don't agree with me. But if you didn't just want all four of them, I can actually say Vince McMahon or Stephanie McMahon, because if you remember, Sable and Stephanie had a pretty good rivalry around, and I remember this. This was like, I remember this around 2001, 2002, right up in there. That's where Stephanie and her would have had a pretty good rivalry and stuff. And a lot of it would have had a lot to do with Vince McMahon, Sable, and Albert, and Stephanie and Undertaker on her side. If y'all get the which rivalry I'm kind of talking about. Okay, but yeah, I can actually see, like I said, the McMahon family, all four of them. But if it has to be one, I would have to say Stephanie or Vince McMahon himself. Okay, the second person I can actually consider of abducting her very own husband, Brock Lesnar. If not her, I would say Trish Stratus, Ivory, and Jacqueline and thing. But overall, like if it comes down to my top three, I will say the McMahon family, Stable, McMahon's family, Brock, her husband, Brock, or, oh my God, this is going to be a long shot, but Jacqueline or Ivory. Those are my top four. Top four, I mean, it is unbelievable that this woman who actually also had a lot to do with the Attitude Era. That Attitude Era, and she is not in the WWE Hall of Fame. But like I said, I remember going after this somebody on Twitter said, oh, you need to go and watch this, this interview she did where she literally says it's in her contract that she can't take no bumps. And if I'm looking at that and I watch that whole thing, I'm going, okay, you might don't want to take bumps, but these women nowadays, you got to take those bumps and stuff. And the thing I'm going to say is she really a wrestler? Because, you know, we saw her win title belts, women's titles and stuff. And I just want to come and just talk about some of the people who she had noted rivalry with. She has had a noted rivalry with Tori Wilson, Ivory, Jacqueline, Lita. I also think Molly Holly as well. Don't quote me on that. Trish Stratus, also China. I remember that, but yeah. But like I said, she had noted feuds. So I actually wrote down some of these feuds. Like I said, Stephanie McMahon versus Stable in 2003. Then we had Dawn Marie and Nidia versus her also in 2003. Also she had three big rivalries in 2003. One with Stephanie, one with Dawn Marie and Nidia in the same year in 2013. But the Dawn Marie and the Nidia rivalry was kind of like separate during that same year. So she had, those was her two biggest, this was her biggest year in 2003. But then along in 1999, I can recall that Stone Cold Steve Austin's ex-wife, Deborah, she had also had a rivalry with It was on a Monday Night Raw. It don't say who. She also had a noted rivalry with Ivory, Tori, T-O-R-I, Tori, Luna Vachon, and Jacqueline. And that was like 90s to 2000s and things. So you see that she has that. But then, okay. And she has, and this is what's so interesting with me when I saw this. And when I saw this, I was like very shocked that she has done 30 matches, has done mostly 30 matches and 13 pay-per-views. Paid pay-per-views. You know, our pay-per-views we always see every once a month. Every 2 months or something like that on WWE. She has only done 13 pay-per-views and think. Let's see. And like I said, she haven't been back to the company, and that's the one thing I really felt like if she did come back, I really felt like she can come back with Brock Lesnar, and it can be like sort of like a one-off appearance. It needs to be something celebrating the WWE women's division in general. It needs to be something where they are going to get ready to have something real huge done with the WWE women's division, and she appears for that, because you have all of these female legends that has been adopted into the Hall of Fame that we haven't seen her be adopted in. Who's adopted before her? We have Trish Stratus, from Trish Stratus, Lita, Molly Holly, Jacqueline, Ivory, Tori, Luna Vachon, Stacy Keibler, before I forget, Stacy Keibler, and the legendary, like, great Chyna, all be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. But here's a female who has been part of the WWE's Attitude Era that have not been recognized in things. It's a lot of other females that also has been recognized before she got recognized. I'm just saying, people who would have been there during the time she was there, these are people who she would have feuded with. I'm just going and I'm just saying, okay, what's going on? Because what is holding the company back to making her appear? Okay. Some of the things I have heard, because like I said, she could have a one-off appearance, or she can just be appearing when Brock Lesnar is on there and help the women's division or give advice to certain female wrestlers and stuff. And let me just say, when I said at the time, when it was the Mandy Rose controversy, I said WWE is very known for over-sexualized female wrestlers. And none other, Sable and another female wressler was very over-sexualized in their careers. Y'all can't doubt that. That's true. But let's go. I wrote down 3 theories. You could say this could be 3 reasons. You could say 3 theory reasons that she might not be appearing on WWE. The first one is, did Brock Lesnar tell her that she cannot appear on WWE at all after they got married? Think about it. Think about it, because that kind of makes a pretty good sense. After they got married, he probably don't want her to appear on WWE programming no more, even though she has a lot to do with the women's division and the Attitude Era. Think about it. Think about it, y'all. So we need to think about it. Was she banned for appearing on any WWE programming or television shows? Was she banned? So we need to understand, could Triple H and Stephanie, or, well, not Triple H, but could Stephanie have banned her from ever appearing in WWE? That's the next question theory. Reason theory. Theory. Could Stephanie have banned her from appearing on any WWE programming? You got to think of that. And last but not least, but this is like, when I show this to my cousin thinks this last theory might be a possible thing that probably might have happened. Or did WWE forget all about her accomplishments that she put forth for the company as well? Did WWE forget all about her and her accomplishments that she has done for the company? Those are the reasons. And we do have a question of the day. And do you think Sable should be in the WWE Hall of Fame for 2024 or 2025? And if you do want to see Sable into the WWE Hall of Fame, what is the most, and then what is your most memorable moment of Sable? Okay, let me just say, I'm going to give y'all my most memorable moment. My most memorable moment, I remember mostly Stephanie McMahon. It's Stephanie and Undertaker versus Vince McMahon, Sable, Albert, and Brock Lesnar all at the same time. Those are the two feuds I do remember. Okay, but the most noted feud, and y'all finna laugh about, I hope y'all don't laugh about this, but another feud I actually do remember is the feud between Sable and Stone Cold Steve Austin's ex-wife, Deborah. I remember that and stuff. But overall, let me hear from y'all. Do y'all think WWE forgot all about Sable? And do you think it's time to put Sable into the WWE Hall of Fame? Until then, y'all, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.